Hi, I'm Tracy Radley and welcome to this week's Light Language Healing Activation, helping you along your ascension journey. Coming to you again this week from Mexico, my current place of residence for however long it is going to be. This week, my preparation for this activation and doing this video, dare I say it, has been bopping along with me, myself and I to some 80s music. Really being called to it the last couple of days, I guess, just to put me back into some really nice happy memories from, I guess, that time. So it's actually been quite fun. And for those that are Dirty Dancing fans, just before I started this video, the last song that I was listening to was Time of Your Life. And it's actually a really nice song that I always have good memories with in relation to my mum. So my mum and I actually have this movie and soundtrack as our bond, and it's really lovely. So when I go back and visit, generally we'll watch the movie together. If we're in the car, we sing along in the car to the soundtrack. So it's always really nice and fun for me to connect back with this. It's been an interesting week for me here, as I'm sure it has been for you. There's been lots of things going on energetics wise. If you're into the astrology and into all the planetary shifts, so much going on there. While it's really good to be aware of these things, it's really good not to be attached to them either, because regardless of what's happening in the cosmos, we still have to deal with what comes up here in a practical way of how we live our life. So awareness is great, but still we've got to have the tools to get ourselves through it, because we actually can't switch that part of evolution off. We just have to learn to find the tools to adapt to it. So I've been implementing my own tools this week. It's been, this was meant a lot of slowing down, as it seems to be the pace of my life anyway these days. Taking things as they come, being present, being in the moment. And for those who watched my video last week, you know, where I finally got to gym after 14 years of, you know, not being able to step into those environments. I have gone consistently, even though my body has been purging consistently for quite a few weeks now. I'm still making the effort to go there, because while one part is purging, the other part is calling for the physical action. So I'm not binding myself to a particular time in the day that I have to be there. It's like when my body says, okay, I'm all right to go now, I'm going, spending like an hour there, if that's what my body will handle. If it's a bit longer, if it's a bit less, that's okay. I'm just happy that I can, you know, get there and get through that part, because I know it's beneficial for me, but not to have it at a set time, because with the changes that are going on, you need to have that flexibility. So for me, I'm really happy that I've been able to do that. For those that also watched last week and noticed that I bought a dress, I actually bought another one. Here it is. So simple. But yeah, I'm actually starting to enjoy being a little bit more feminine again. And it's not for anyone else, it's just for me. It's actually really nice and refreshing after being in my hand luggage clothes for so many years. It's nice to have some changes in there, and obviously the environment I'm in is quite hot, so you know, there's some cooler clothing is really great. This week I got told to do an activation and healing and clearing for the throat chakra. We're all getting pushed to speak our truth, be authentic, and if we don't have a voice, we can't do that. And we have so many blockages in our way to expressing ourselves, myself included. For years I've been working on layers and layers and layers of this, as I'm sure you have. So if you've seen my earlier videos, I don't speak this much. Actually, my first videos, you didn't even see me at all. It was basically a recording of my voice in the background, saying the same thing every week, start and end, and then I did my light language in the middle with just an image. But obviously now, here I am, I'm able to be in front of the camera and I'm able to speak whatever is rambling out of my mouth. So if I can do it, you can do it in whatever's relevant for you and in your life. And it does take baby steps sometimes, so that's okay. Just, you know, acknowledge the step that you've made, the inner shift that you've made. Maybe it seems really insignificant, but in the big picture, it's a critical and vital part for the the evolution that you're actually making and the role you're taking in like the bigger collective picture. So each tiny step that you can make is actually benefiting us all. So, you know, recognize that in yourself and be grateful for that, and just know each little step will get you lighter and brighter. Okay, I'm just getting told quickly to remember to say thank you to those that have subscribed in this last week since my last video. It's nice to have you on board, nice to have some feedback. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. Somewhere along here there's a button. Every week I do my best to bring you free ascension tools to help with your ascension process, your waking up and living more consciously. Mostly through sharing my journey, and also the light language activations that I bring through, which help move the subconscious blocks and programs, energies, entities that don't serve you and you're ready to release, and activating the dormant DNA that you have inside you to allow you to connect better with the gifts that you have. So it's a mixture of things, so I can share the cognitive of my journey and you can see me as I'm going through the lulls, the highs and the lows, but my message is always still the same, but I'm not afraid to show you that I'm going through it too, and I'm hopefully reasonably more consistent now in how I'm sharing it with you. But just to know that, you know, we're all going through it and it takes courage to do, and you're doing a friggin' awesome job and I'm proud of you. So let's get onto this activation so you can start speaking your truth and being who you are and who you came here to be. So if you want to close your eyes and open your heart, I'll bring it through. Ya la la ya sansaya 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 la sha te 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 kiri santa. Sansaya la shaya santiaka kaluan se la shiataya sanaya kashiata yaleaska shkiatu asela hose sela sukuruta shela seala sehea shiati kalu santa malaya sua shahua leaske ashkunta tiha wale asante te ashante ala karesenta Mahaseha suhala sheata Nahase la shuanta te la sahasa sa se la shanta tuha se hala ea tukashkita Talawa leaskudayan shua seate Ti halayan skurututan de la shkudate asika Kalea alu sela ashkianto te askiate ale askiate he. Layantia luasea shetika. Mahalea skuhe salasha Shilai suhai se alea suaskia sheandua skia se Hiahamke lashkuhe ha Kalea sulai ea seata Masalea skaha he Hiandua leasa Shkawa leha skita Mahuhas ke lawaskitala Laiosulai heaskiasuhe Yaleansea shentayaski. Nawalea scalusa eantea skiatea. Kaleasku aleanse ashku ulea skiantesha. Mealaya shaleansea lawaleska. Kawaleaskula shane. Mawale kitalushketa. Sante Gushanta Tanakere Sansa Shalula Sin Salaya Shanche Karata Karasa Malalele Sansa Nikide Karata Sula Shanaka Miala Shalahealaka Shalala Eto Shala Sea Sansia Susunaka Kanakare Sanse Shala Se Sansalea Sante Mawaila Seato Shante Tawale Sansalea Santa Tawale Ansanse Se Ala Shante Shala Esan Lion Sanse Seneshe Malwaske Date Shalawale Laske Selowa Sanse Shalala Sense Shalwa Sense Shawala Sa Sensula Kashinti Tiowa Sansa Sunuka Shanta Tantua Sensa Selika Shalawa Sansa Sanamaka Deota Tadamaka Seosa Sanamaka Shinte Sansulaka Salawa Sanse Sensa Sanamaka Tudukuru Sansa Salawa Sansa Sanamaka Shinameke Shinaka Sanama Sename Silaka Shanta Shanamaka Tedukade Denakarasha Shanamaka Sunamaka Nakenhanaha. Alrighty, this week's transmission for you. I'd love to get any feedback if you get any benefit from this, feel any sensations, visions. Any feedback would be greatly appreciated. Pop it in the comments below. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. As I mentioned before, if you have like-minded friends that you think may benefit from this video, I ask you to please share it through your social media networks. The more people that get access to this, obviously, the better it is for all of us. So I would really appreciate that, as I'm still, doing my best to adjust to all this social media stuff myself. And any other messages, let me see. All right, simple one, just do your best to connect with your heart space and your truth. So saying that is really simple. Sounds logical, easy to do, but I know in practice that it's not, because there's so many things that go on in our monkey mind. Life, our external life, gives us so many pressures and expectations, that we're supposed to meet, and sometimes that noise and that confusion really, takes us away from being in that heart-centered space. So do your best to find time for yourself. That's all I can suggest. Get out in nature, do meditation if that's what you do. If gardening's what you do that. It's just about being present and being in the moment. So focus on something that brings you joy, that will connect you into your heart space. If that's doing a jigsaw, perfectly fine. If you're focused on it, it's a meditation, because your focus is purely there. And it also, while you're in that moment, it allows the inspiration to come through to you to take your next actions, your next ideas. You're actually allowing it come in because you're in a nice space of flow by doing what you love. So it's not as complicated as people say, that you have to sit in meditation position, you have to do those type of things. It's just about being present, being in the moments, and just allowing the flow to come through in whatever action that is for you. Some people do it at the gym, some people do it by walking, you know, just whatever it is, make sure you're focused on it and right there at that time, and that will help you clear your channels. And if you're having trouble getting to that point, then nature is absolutely a perfect healer. So all you have to do is step outdoors, find a park, find a tree, find somewhere to put your feet on the ground and just tune in and just be there and feel the earth beneath your feet. This is what I do a lot. I hate wearing shoes. So going to the gym was a little bit of a struggle the first few days. Did wear my flip-flops actually in the gym area, and man, did I get some looks, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure in Spanish the sign says I have to wear fully closed shoes, so I had to translate it, and I'm like, okay. So I do wear them for that hour I'm at the gym, and I'm coping okay with it. Normally it sounds strange for most people, but if I wear fully enclosed shoes, I feel like my entire being, my whole energetic system is getting suffocated. It's almost like I'm getting put in a box by putting shoes on, and I know it sounds strange, but that's how I feel with it. It's like with the shoes off, it's just like I can spread myself out. So, you know, I have managed to do it for the gym, so I'm pretty proud of myself for that. Like I said, it's the simple things now that I find blessings in, and I just have to laugh at myself because it's friggin' amusing. And so stupid at times, some of the things that I go, yay me, look what I just did. I got to the supermarket, yay. But dealing with, you know, nasty entities, doing the collective work, the grid work, not that it's a piece of cake, but I can just do it, and it's a breeze for me because it just happens, and I just accept it. So, you know, this earthly stuff is my next step. It's my shall I say mastering, or not even conquering, but mastering just doing the simple stuff. So if you're at that stage, I'm right there with you. And if you're still working through the more of the energetic stuff and the darker stages of the journey, it's okay, because this is what you get on the other side, and it's actually quite amusing and funny, and you just learn to laugh at yourself. You learn to laugh at what's going on and realize the bigger picture, and you just kind of go, whatever, like, okay, just move on and giggle. So anyway, now I'm just ranting. I'm in a really good mood, as you can tell. It's actually my birthday, so at the moment me, myself and I are having a little celebration. I do actually have a client slash friends coming over from Dublin today, technically yesterday, but she missed her connecting flight, so she's coming over and we're going to do some work together over here, my business side, and obviously I'm helping her because she's my client. So I did mention actually a few weeks ago going to another area to do some grid work and pyramid activation and clearing some pretty horrid stuff. So my system's been preparing for that, and I actually put my foot down and said, okay, I know I've got to do it, but I don't want to go on my own. And popped into my head to ask this lady, you want to come over in a couple of days? She's like, yeah, all right. And that was only like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago now. And yeah, she's arriving today, so she's going to be my support or human comfort angel while I go and do the stuff that I need to do on the unseen level. So I'm pretty excited about that, happy to have a friend, because I am on my own a lot, so this is pretty exciting for me. So anyway, here I am still ranting. I hope you have a wonderful week. Watch the video as many times as you need to help you express yourself, because it's really important. We've all got a unique voice to share. We just have to get through the layers to be able to express it freely, lovingly, and purely from our heart. And when we get to that point, it's like we're in our full expansion and life is friggin' awesome. So sending you love and talk to you next week. Bye.